kiss.
Our first kiss. Truth or dare?
I don't know if we're live. Are we live? Oh. Hey guys.
Are we live?
Yes, and I need to make sure we can do this so we can see all the comments.
How's the hunt shuffle?
All right. We will wait for some of y'all to jump on with us. And hey. No, I didn't get you a chair, sorry.
What's up, Hope? First comment. Maybe the first person on. I think technically you got on before me, right? I guess. Mm-hmm. Oh, my legs are sore.
From what?
I don't know.
You gotta scoot it a little bit.
I climbed the stairs
more
twice.
Into my, like scooting
twice today.
Climb the stairs twice.
It's backwards.
So actually, guys, I was thinking when I said on Instagram we were gonna go live at 8:30, I realized it's Friday night. There's probably not that many people that are like sitting at home at 8:30 on a Friday night waiting for us to go live or anything, you know?
I am, babe.
I know you are, but and Hope is.
And Hope. What's up, Hope? Don't be ashamed. Don't let Jen shame you. Friday night shame you.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there probably won't be many people on this because it is Friday night. Man, my back itches. It took us a while to get on because we were doing Where's Waldo with Jane. Do you guys remember Where's Waldo? She's obsessed.
We play Waldo like every night.
Yeah.
Almost every night.
They just got a new. She's calling me, I think.
God. Let me go check on her.
Yeah, will you?
I'll be back. I'll be back.
So while he goes, I am just going to explain what we were doing today. If you guys have been following us for a while, we have done story times. We started doing like story times a few weeks ago. I think we did a story time on how we met. That was the first one we did. And then we did another one on our first date. And I was telling you guys how I thought we have like a lot of stories we want to tell from before we've been on YouTube. And like our first kiss, which we're talking about today, our engagement story, how Chris proposed to me, some of our wedding stories, and then we have a ton of other stories that happened like right when we got married and right when we had Jane, and then we started our YouTube channel when Jane was 1. So you guys have been kind of caught up since then. But I thought it would be more fun to do these story times live because you guys can see kind of like Chris and I's interactions, and it's easier to do them live because they are kind of shorter stories, and instead of like doing those for an actual video during the week, we thought doing them live would be fun. And that way you guys can comment, and then we can also do like Q&As, and you guys can ask us some questions as well while we're on here. So I'm gonna wait for Chris to come back. We will tell you guys our first kiss story, and then if you do have any questions, just leave them in the comments and we will answer them. And then if you are watching this after we are live, you can ask us some questions in the comments and we'll get back to you as well. And let us know if there's any other story time videos you guys want to hear, and we will go from there. So,
did you tell them the story yet?
Also, my hair is crazy. No, my hair is crazy because it is very humid out and rainy today.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I just like put it up. So our first kiss story is kind of weird, I think.
Yeah, it's super weird. So we're on this ship, right? And it was really cold outside, and the ship hit an iceberg. And everyone had to jump off the ship. And me and Jennifer found this raft. And we were floating on the raft. And I said, I'll never let go. She leaned in and kissed. The rest is history.
How long were you guys following that story? Because, man, why is my back itch so bad?
Yeah, that was the plot of the Titanic loosely, so that's not what happened.
I think they got that. Anyways, so it still is kind of weird, I think, because it's not like a super romantic, like...
It's like high school
Chris
or middle school.
Yeah, it is.
Story.
It is, yeah. So, Chris and I were pretty much friends kind of before we started dating, or... Our friends were friends with each other.
Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley. Yay.
Whoop, whoop.
She made it to a live stream. So we were our friends were friends with each other. We were kind of acquaintances. We knew each other. We both liked each other, and it was kind of like middle school, high school, where it's like your friends say like, "Oh, he likes you, she likes you," kind of thing, right?
I think our friends like to play
matchmaker.
Yeah, matchmaker too. So that probably had something to do with it.
Yeah. So one night we were playing Truth or Dare, and you can probably figure out where this is going. I don't know the details. I think it was Hunter, but I don't know who he dared. If he dared me or if he dared you. Do you remember?
No, I think you maybe.
He dared one of us to kiss the other one. And I don't know why we hadn't kissed yet, because we liked each other. Not that you have to kiss everybody that you like, but...
Jane does.
Yeah, Jane kisses strangers all the time. So yeah, we kissed on our first time on Truth or Dare.
Yeah.
And then the funny thing is, I don't know when we kissed again after that. Do you?
No.
Like, do you have any idea, like, when's the next time we kissed after that? Like a real kiss, not a Truth or Dare kiss? I don't either.
Strange. No, I have really no clue.
I just know that our first kiss was in Truth or Dare. And I remember being really happy that I got dared to kiss you, or you got dared to kiss me.
Well, I told Hunter to dare you that. You didn't know that?
Oh, no.
Oh. I think I told him. I don't know. I really don't remember.
So you should have just kissed me.
This story's going downhill quick. Neither of us know anything.
Well, I know. I have a terrible
I think I did. I'll have to ask Hunter.
Hi, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
Yeah, we'll have to ask one of our friends. Or maybe they're watching and can tell us.
No, there's 7 people.
Hunter, are you out there? You may watch later.
Maybe.
Text us. So yeah, that's another reason why we don't really want to dedicate whole video to these story times, because some of them are really short like that. Seriously, that's all that happened.
What are we talking
and
about?
I don't remember it being like a super romantic kiss. I mean, everyone's watching, so we were probably just like,
yeah,
that was it.
I don't remember.
Me neither.
Why don't we tell them a better story? Why don't we tell them the Vegas story?
Well, I said we would do like different stories during story time. But if we want to do that,
flopped.
Yeah, sorry guys. We're already 7 minutes into this, and we're done with our story.
Yeah. Somehow it went from 7 to 8, and not from 7 to 4 on the watchers. All right, so this one time we went to Las Vegas
for my 21st birthday.
That's in Nevada. Get a map. And
Vegas, yes.
It was for your birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 21st birthday.
My parents.
I remember
my
because
aunts and uncles. My grandmother.
Yeah, I look a lot younger than her, and I remember her getting really mad. I do. And did, especially then. And I remember her getting mad because everywhere we went, I would get carded and she wouldn't. And it was her birthday.
Yeah, and I wanted to be carded because I had just turned 21. He had been 21 for 8 months. He's 8 months older than me.
Yeah.
Special things.
But we were there for her birthday. And neither of us had been to Vegas before, right? I had never been.
No, my aunt and uncle had, and they were with us. Who else was with us?
Grandma? Your parents?
I think that's it, right?
Yeah. And we didn't know, neither of us are really gamblers. I get stressed when we gamble.
We didn't really do the tables or anything. We just did like the machines.
Yeah, so we were doing I had been to a casino on a cruise before and played roulette and like that. So I was trying to convince Jennifer to do that. But then we found out you can get free drinks if you're gambling. So basically, we found the cheapest machines and tried to play like penny slots for like, we put like $20 into penny slots and stretch it for like 6 hours. Yeah. Anyways, at one point, Jennifer rolled the thing, pulled the lever.
Honestly, what happened, because I do remember this, my mom was playing, and I was going to sit next to her for just a second to like ask her what we were doing for dinner or something.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'll just sit here, and I wanted a drink. So I was like, well, let me just put a little bit of money in this machine.
No, it was Laura. I remember because Laura knew what she was doing.
I think everyone was around because we were like, we need to get a plan together, but let me sit here and play so I can get a drink.
Right.
So I just put money into a game that I had no idea how to play. I was just
It was called Wild Thing.
Was it?
Yeah, I'll never forget.
Really?
Wild Thing. Yeah, and I'll tell them why if you missed that.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I don't remember that at all. But I pulled it, and this thing started dinging.
She hit the jackpot. Kind of.
Yeah. But I was like, oh, yay, I won something. And I didn't really think anything of it, and it made me pull the lever again. So I pulled it again, and it kept saying I was losing, but the thing kept dinging.
So we didn't know what we were doing. We really had no idea. But so I was reading the instructions on the machine.
No, but Laura knew how to
as it was happening. She did, but I didn't know what was going on, and she was just watching it because basically what happened, you pulled the machine, and if you hit the wild thing, then it kept rolling until you won
again.
And if it was so it auto rolled the next time, and if you missed, then it did your payout times two. And if you rolled,
and you lose a lot, and
right,
so
and it rolled again, and if you missed again, then your next one would be times 4. So actually, missing was good for her
at that point.
And you got all the way.
And
up.
I was like, what? I keep losing, but it's dinging. And then people kept like,
because it took a while.
Some people were like crowding around us, and like, like screaming and excited because I was like winning all this money. I had no idea what I was doing.
Went to times 16. It went because I remember it kept going wild thing.
And I was like, yeah.
And it got to times 16, and that's when everybody was like crowded around.
Right. And this isn't even part of this. This isn't even really the heat of the story.
No, this is the story that leads up to the story that leads up to another story.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
So I won a bunch of money.
Well, no,
I don't remember how much.
Actually, you hit a cherry, which was the worst thing.
We don't need to know the details.
So you won like $200.
Yeah.
And so anything else, you would have won like thousands of dollars. But that was like the worst. Like the cherries, like you get your money back normally.
Well, whatever it was, I cashed out. And then I was like, ooh, we can go to like the high roller area.
I remember everyone walked away. They were like, oh, we had no idea. We were freaking out because we won $200.
Yeah.
We were in college still. That was a lot of money.
So
put an extra zero behind everything when you're in college. So like, that's what it's worth now.
Yeah.
Like $10 in college is $100.
Yeah, they don't care.
Okay.
So then I was like, oh, we can go to the high roller area. Like the ones that are like $5 a pull, and you can win like a lot more money there. So I went to the Wheel of Fortune game because that's my favorite game, and I know how to play that game. So I put
Wheel of Fortune.
So
I think we did it just for a picture. I remember because I was like, can you take pictures in a casino?
No.
With the high dollar machine.
I don't remember that. But I rolled one time for $5 and I won again.
$200 more. So we're up $400 on 2 pulls. Jen is.
Yeah.
I was riding her coattail.
And I was like, cash out.
I was her entourage.
Then we were hungry and we left the casino. I guess we wanted to leave on a high note.
Yeah. We went to MGM Grand.
Or maybe we did play more. I don't know. So
MGM Grand. I bet that place is still there. I'm gonna go get the thing. You keep telling the story.
What thing?
The thing they gave us.
Okay, so anyways, I'm not sure what happened to the rest of my family, but Chris and I were like, oh, we got all this money now. Let's go on a date night for your birthday. Because it was my birthday. I don't know if it was my specific birthday, but it was my birthday celebration. So we went to this restaurant at MGM Grand. I have no idea what it's called. We might see on here. And someone asked, have you kept any special things you received from each other?
The memory box.
Yeah.
It's all our special things.
Yeah. But we went to this restaurant, and what kind of food do you say
I found it
was? What was this place called?
I think it whenever it has a receipt in it. It has our receipt in it. No, but it has the mints. How gross. God, gross. Oh, the receipt is in it. True story.
What is it called? Wait, we got to show them what it's called.
Shibby.
Is that backwards?
I remember making fun of it because a dude wears
Shibaya.
Shibby.
No, with an A at the end. You're saying.
Oh, it's so faded. You can't even see it. Oh, no, you can see it.
$317, which that doesn't seem like a lot now.
I don't know if you can see it. No, not now, but at the 317. So I guess I just blew the surprise.
Yeah, but wait. Yeah, you did blow the surprise. But they still don't know the story. Yes, 2 shots of those $130 each.
Yeah.
So, okay. So we went to this place. It was like, I guess, Japanese. I don't even remember.
Sushi.
Right. And we saw these people next to us, and they were having like this. Open. Yes, Jane?
Let me go check. I got this.
So we were feeling all like high rolling and everything. We were so excited. And we went into this place, and the guy was like, oh, we have this special going on where you can, like, the chef makes you all these different courses. Instead of getting one thing off the menu, you can, like, try samples of each thing. They're, like, tiny, tiny samples. And he said it was $130. And we're like, yeah, we'll do that. That sounds great. Because we had won all this money, you know. We felt great. And $130, we'll get to try all this food. And the funny thing is, too, we got like the cheapest bottle of wine.
It's on here.
$35.
$35 bottle of Chateau Saint Michel.
No, that's not what it is it?
That's not what it says, but I remember that's what we got because that was your favorite.
Yeah, so we got like a $35 bottle of wine and a $130 meal. And so we were like all excited to eat this and everything. And mind you, we're in college and we start getting the table next to us got the same thing. And we were like scarfing the food down. Like anytime it came, it was like tiny, tiny little bits of like things. And everything was like really, really good.
Like something you'd see on a movie, like making fun of dining like that.
Yeah. And so
like,
the entree or the meal would come, like whatever course number one would come, and we'd eat it so fast.
We'd scarf it down.
It was so good. Yeah. And the table next to us was there for like 2 more hours after we left. They were like eating like really slow and savoring every single piece and stuff. But we were like, oh, we don't care. This is awesome. This is so fun, you know. So about halfway through, don't you think? We were like, this is weird, actually, because...
Well, I know, because I know that other table next to us got it, and I remember that guy looking at me with that, like, across-the-room judgmental look, you know, like why do these kids have this expensive meal? Right,
and then we realized that maybe we accidentally both ordered the $130 thing.
I remember that
because we were both
for the rest of it out. Like it was good up until that point, and then the whole rest of the time I just spent the whole time worrying like,
did we both order? Because we were both getting a plate of the same thing, so it wasn't like we were sharing something. We both had course number one.
I made $6.50 an hour back then, and I remember seeing this check
my nose is super itchy.
And thinking this check was almost more than I got paid every 2 weeks.
So long story short, we literally ate this meal that was $317 total, but $130 for me and $130 for him. We were probably in there for an hour.
Maybe, if that.
If that. And we were like, we'll never forget this. As we folded this up and we put it in the little box that they gave us.
We even kept the
mints. We kept the wine cork. We kept the mints. This is so disgusting. But
for reservations for the House of Hunts experience.
Are they still open? Did you look?
I don't know. The House of Hunts experience.
Yeah. And it's just funny because we had the money. The only reason why we had the money was because we had won those slot machines.
Well,
There's no way.
I remember when they said it was 130 some bucks, we thought, wow, we just won all this money. Yeah. So let's do it.
And it was like my birthday, and we just felt like so fancy.
I wonder how much we tipped. We probably didn't tip very well.
It doesn't say on here.
I mean, relative to what we should have tipped.
Right. I think we've done pretty good our whole time, like our whole lives, to tip at least 20%.
Yeah, because both of us worked in that industry.
So if you add that to that, that would have been like $400 bill.
Yeah,
because you would add $60 tip.
Yeah, do you think we would tip $60 bucks back then? We probably did.
Yeah.
Dang, that hurt. And then after we left, tell them where we went.
We were hungry. We were still hungry.
We went to McDonald's and got double cheeseburgers. 2 of them.
You guys, the meal was so tiny. Like the things were so tiny because it was just like you tried the things, and we were still hungry after we ate $400 worth of food, and we will never forget that. We still talk about it.
If it's still open.
It was almost 10 years ago. It was 10 years ago. Almost 11 years ago.
Oh, it closed.
Oh no.
It closed. Permanently closed.
Yep, at the MGM. I know exactly where it was too. When you walk in, it was over on the right, near the because what's the show that we saw?
And I kissed her there. One of our kisses.
What was the show that we saw though there?
We saw Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, but which one was it? Ka. Yeah, it was like right across from that.
K-A, Ka.
I think it's just K-A.
I think it's Ka. It was cool though.
Yeah.
An epic show at MGM Grand Las Vegas. Ka.
So that's our Las Vegas story. How we spent a lot of money on a tiny bit of food and a little bit of wine. I don't even think we drank the whole bottle of wine.
Probably not.
So.
Awesome. That was a good redemption story, right? Thumbs up? Thumbs down?
Thought it was the kiss story, but turned into something else. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. We will hang on here just for a little bit longer. Maybe answer some questions that you guys have. Maybe we should go through
our mystery box. I would, but I'm afraid of what's in here.
Yeah, me too. What is this?
What is that?
A corsage.
Oh, you just dumped a bunch of dead flowers all over everything.
This has to have been for one of your fraternity things or something. Oh, I think this is from our wedding. What?
Very different.
Doesn't? What do you mean very different?
Why do we have a Dick's Last Resort?
This is our wedding because it was purple.
Oh, this is from Las Vegas,
no,
too.
This is Rachel's wedding. Isn't it?
I think so.
You know what? I guess you should know the things that you put in your memory box.
I'm
sure
even know what we knew it at the time.
I know, but now it's like you looking back, you don't even know what it is.
This is from Vegas, too. Dick's Last Resort? I don't remember going there, do you?
Nope.
Maybe we...
Oh, wait, Excalibur. Yeah, that was where we stayed.
That's where we stayed.
Actually, I do remember this, Dick's Last Resort. This must have been like one of my first drinks, being 21 or something. Oh, this beer has your birthday.
Yeah, that's your birthday.
Is it?
One of them is.
Oh, yeah. So October 19th, 2007 is when I turned 21.
That was the beer.
This beer was born on my 21st birthday.
Look at that old can.
Yeah.
You know how long it took me searching through Publix to find that?
Oh, yeah, because I found his when he turned 21, so you felt like you needed to find mine. Is that yours?
Yeah. The bottles still look like this?
I think so, actually. February 7th,
7 Feb 07. Yeah.
2707.
Oh, this one's going to make you sad.
This back up.
Our first turtle.
All right. Our first pet together.
I'm not prepared to go through all this stuff, so...
Why not? You guys want to see some more of this stuff? Let's put this back.
This video is already 21 minutes, and we've already gone sideways on it.
Oh, look, that Jamaican drink, Goomba Juice or whatever.
Goomba Smash. Ooh, good time. Spring break.
Yeah. Why do we feel like we need to collect the drinks?
What is all this stuff?
Shells?
Is that from our honeymoon?
Maybe. See, that's the thing. You should definitely know where this stuff is from. Got some pretty shells here. Why is she still calling my name again? Look at that shell. I don't know where it's from. Maybe it's from St. Lucia.
I think that's where that is from. Oh.
Oh, look how big she looks. Give me this box.
Hanny bear. Hannah's. Guys. I'm not ready to go through all this stuff right now.
Me either, but I just...
Hole in one. That happened.
Making sure it didn't have any personal information.
It does. It says witnesses. There's only 3 spots for witnesses, but we were golfing with 4 people. 5 if you count me, so it was a group of 5.
Disney.
Oh. All right.
So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys.
What is that one?
Oh, it talks about your hole in one.
Oh. I'm awful at golf, by the way, everyone. It was 100% luck. The luckiest shot ever.
Yes, Natalie, we, there's just like a bunch of cards and stuff from each other.
Yeah.
We talked about our first kiss, and we talked about our crazy Las Vegas story. So you're going to have to go back and watch because they're very interesting stories. Now we're kind of going through our memory box.
Yeah, we're going to side reels. No one wants to watch that. Okay. So no one wants to watch us read through old stuff and decide if it's important or not.
Did you guys get wet and wild at spring break? We went to it was like a weird thing where you like get on a boat. It's like a small cruise to get there.
Ferry to the Bahamas.
Yeah, but it was like how long was that ferry ride? They called it like a cruise, but it was definitely not a cruise ship. You cruised over to the Bahamas. You stayed at the Bahamas for the week, and then you cruised back. It was fun. Very interesting, though.
It was wild. And it rained a few times, so.
And got in the ocean, in the pool.
Yeah.
It was definitely like what you see on TV, like spring break with like loud music and dancing and beaches and
The places I dread my daughter going to.
Exactly. The places I definitely could not go to today.
No.
I would not be able to make it.
You should be proud of that.
Turn around.
Turn around.
What?
That's scary. You can't do that, Nancy. That's creepy. I think you're seeing a reflection.
Yeah, now I'm creeped out. What do you see?
You see our light in the window.
Like that?
No, not right there.
I know, that's me, see?
Yeah. No, that's what it's called.
The boat? I'm confused.
Whoosh. Sorry.
Yeah, way over the head.
You lost us. That's okay. It's probably our fault. But
or were you singing the turnaround song?
Turn around. Every now and then I get her.
Now you got him on a roll.
I gotta be careful with that one because my gut tells me to sing the old, was that Old School?
Oh, the bad version?
Yeah. I can't hear that song without hearing that version. That movie made me laugh I think I laughed harder at that movie than I've ever laughed at a movie before.
What movie? I don't even know what movie.
Old School.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No, is it Old School?
Day over and day back.
Yeah, a day over day back. But it was a week.
That's basically what it was. They dropped you off, and then they came and picked you back up a week later.
Yeah.
Like you didn't sleep on the boat, although we slept on the boat, but.
Passed out. All right, same guy we talked about earlier, Hunter, got super seasick. That was funny.
Sunburnt.
Kind of funny, but not funny.
It's not funny to get seasick.
In hindsight, it's funny.
He knew he was going to get seasick, so he. Why is she still calling me?
She's missed. She knows we're doing something.
I know she knows we're doing the live stream. He took like Dramamine or whatever he took, and then laid on a lounge chair on the boat, and put a towel over his body and fell asleep. And he literally slept the entire time. But when we got there, we woke him up, and the front of his shins were so red because he had a towel on all of his body except for his shins and did not put sunscreen on. So the entire trip, his shins were like on fire. I remember he was miserable. And it was just the front of his shins, not like any other part of his leg at all. And that was like the beginning of the trip. It was the very first day.
I remember trying to encourage him and telling him to be thankful that he's not on like the Mayflower or something. And I just remember him having this look like, you're an idiot, stop talking to me.
Yeah, I was so mad. He knew he was going to get sick though, so that was the thing. He was prepared.
Yeah. Well. All right, I need to go do stuff. I'm going to wrap it up. 27 minutes. Wrap it up.
Do we have a love song that reminds you of when you both met?
We never really had a song.
We have our...
No. Jen was a dance cheerleader at school. So any school songs.
Dance team was not cheerleader.
Tomato, tomato.
But we have like our song that we danced to on our wedding. And anytime we hear
You got a friend in me.
That song. Let's see what else. Do you both... Or no? Are you guys having more kids? No, I don't think so.
You sound like Jane. Jane tells me every day.
Jane's been asking for the past few days that she wants 2 more siblings.
2 more.
That was her wish the other day.
Retire one day. Can't have 2 more. And the guy that came to our house to spray for bugs has 9 kids, and she won't let that go either. Yeah. He had 9.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe in like 6 or 7 years, we might think about like adoption or something like that. We'll see. I would say no. I don't want to get pregnant again. So, what's your favorite at-home date, dinner? Who cooked? Chris does most of the cooking, even if it's not a date. He likes to cook.
You know, we haven't done in a long time. We used to do those, not Blue Apron, but HelloFresh, and those were fun.
Yeah, we love HelloFresh meals. But yeah, Chris cooks a lot, especially since he works from home. When he used to work in the office, I had to cook because by the time he got home, it was either right at dinner time or even after we like to eat. Yeah. But now that he works from home, he can be done with work like right at 5, gives him an hour to cook dinner.
Yeah.
And then I usually clean up.
Gosh, it's nice.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite at-home date? We really just like watching movies, but I'm terrible at watching movies at home.
Awful.
Because I fall asleep.
Awful. Awful.
He gets mad because I like to pick the movie and then...
I let her pick the movie, and then she picks something like Behind the Scenes Bachelorette.
That is not a movie.
Something that equally is bad. And then falls asleep 3 minutes into it, and I have to finish. The movie. I cannot.
So then he's stuck watching like a chick flick or something.
I have to finish.
So I don't know. We need to do more at-home dates.
We got to get our movie speakers fixed. Because we have that projector in the theater room, a.k.a. just upstairs.
We used to love to play video games together.
Yeah, that was fun.
I'm just not very good at video games.
Simple games like
really
SpongeBob
easy games.
Cooking. We should find that game.
Was it cooking though? Or was something?
Yeah, you were making Krabby Patties.
Oh yeah.
Krabby Patties.
Yeah. Or like Wii games.
Because I worked at Blockbuster. You guys know this. And I got free games, free game rentals, and free movies.
We used to watch it.
Which was a big deal back then. There was no Netflix, you youngsters. No Netflix.
There was Netflix, but it was a DVD that came to your door.
Oh yeah, you had to get a DVD. I remember vividly during orientation. They're like, "Why will Netflix never put us out of business?" And I remember the answer was because people want to have movies on demand now, and they're like, "Exactly."
Yeah. I don't know.
Whoops, they did that
playing
too.
the video games is fun if you like video games, especially because you can either play as a team. That's what we always like to do.
We play Mario Party.
We do that.
That's fun. It's real fun when you can get.
Or we'll invite Jen and Dylan over, my brother and my sister-in-law, and play games. But anyways, you can either play as a team and like do teamwork and figure it out together.
Yeah.
We like solving mysteries.
Oh yeah, we had one game. What was that game?
I don't
Murder
remember.
on the Orient Express.
Yeah, we had to like go around and find like the mysteries and stuff. But we I don't know what that is. But we like doing that, like solving mysteries and stuff. But anyways, what I was gonna say was you can either play as a team or you can play against each other, and then that's fun too. It's like competition.
Which game? You're talking
any
about
games. That's what I say. Any video games. And then I stay awake instead of like falling asleep on a movie.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, 2 more, 5 isn't too many.
Oh, I'm getting
anxious. It is too many now just because of what our kids' ages are now. They're so close in age, and there are a lot of work right now still. At 5, 3, and 2. Yes, you guys need another boy. If I did get to pick, I would definitely pick another boy. Just 1 to even it out. 2 for Jackson to have a guy because we have so many girls in our family. It's ridiculous. Good day today. I want to play video games. Hey, Brenda. I feel like everyone's popping on now. We should know 9 o'clock is the good hour.
People are putting their kids to bed.
Have you ever thought being a comedian, babe?
Yeah. I just like tomatoes. You guys know a tomato sandwich is my favorite, so I figured worst case scenario, if I tank, I'll just bring some bread and mayonnaise.
I don't think they really do that in real life. Throw the tomatoes.
They probably do.
No. Have you ever played Monopoly cards?
No, but we got Monopoly on the Wii. Remember we got Monopoly on the Wii in Texas?
What's Monopoly cards?
I don't know.
Maybe we should look. Is it long like Monopoly? Because I like Monopoly, but it's very long.
Long. That's why it was good on the Wii, because you didn't have to like track anything.
Right. It tracked it all for you.
Yeah, that was fun. I remember that was fun.
Yeah, I think if our kids were a little older and could be a lot more helpful or more independent. Jane is starting to get super independent, so that's nice. But if we had more kids that were independent,
tomato sandwiches are delicious. Thank you, Lisa.
What do you put on your tomato sandwich? Because people like their tomato sandwiches different.
I like mayonnaise, salt, pepper, and tomato.
But tell them what my dad likes.
Her dad likes the weirdest tomato sandwich you've ever heard of.
But apparently it's good. I've never tried it.
I tried it. It was good, but I like the...
Tell them what it is.
It's peanut butter and tomatoes. Isn't that weird? When he told me that, I almost threw up.
But he's not the only one that likes them. I've heard a bunch of people that like it.
No, he told me it was good. I ate it. It was surprisingly good. It's good.
The card game is so much better. Her oldest is 16 and her youngest is 6. So that was like me or my family. I was I'm 10 years older than my littlest brother. And then we have a middle one that's 4 years younger than me and 6 years older than the middle one.
Cheese, ketchup, and mayonnaise.
I can see how that might be good, actually. Because you know how Dylan likes to mix up his ketchup and mayonnaise.
I think any type of tomato sandwich that you put down on paper and haven't tried sounds awful.
That's with tomato on it?
Yeah.
Or is you just saying you like it because it's ketchup?
Mayonnaise, tomato, salt, bread. Lisa's got it down.
Yeah, that's what Chris likes. But he likes pepper,
See,
too.
to me, cheese, ketchup, mayonnaise sandwich sounds atrocious.
But that doesn't
disgusting.
say tomatoes.
Cliff, is that right? CLF?
Yeah.
You're Cliff now. Cliff a 5. Cliff a 5. Do you put tomatoes on that, or is that it? Gotta know. Yeah. I need to know.
But anyways, with my family being stretched out, and we keep going to different subjects, I think it's a lot easier because then the 16-year-old obviously is way more independent, and you can keep track of the 6-year-old, and then maybe have some more kids after that.
It's good, no tomato.
Yeah, no tomato. That's what I was saying. It's just cheese, ketchup, and mayo.
If I make one right now,
that's like a burger without the beef.
If I make it, will you eat it?
Cheese.
What kind of cheese?
Like let me guess. American. Yellow American.
Kraft single
slice? That's what I'm
slice?
guessing.
I have all of those ingredients. I think ketchup and mayonnaise, when they mix together, is the most delicious flavor.
That's what Dylan does all the time for his french fries.
Like Burger King?
Well, not all the time. He used to.
Burger King's, when the mayonnaise and the
Kraft.
ketchup
we don't have that.
Goes over the flame-broiled deliciousness of a Whopper.
My name is Christine. No, Christine. Kraft. Like
might be
slices of Kraft?
Yeah, like Kraft
or
American
like
singles.
Oh, yeah, so American cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to eat that.
Come on, be open-minded.
I mean, I'm sure it's good.
Are you sure it's good?
Like she said, Kraft with a K. No, I'm saying I see how it could be good, but I don't want that right now.
I want a tomato sandwich. Lisa's got me thinking about tomato sandwiches. We don't have any tomatoes.
We have onion, banana,
peanut butter, and bacon.
Guacamole.
You ever do that? The Elvis sandwich?
Oh,
that's a good one.
That's not good.
Oh, it is. It's stupendous.
No way.
I made Jane eat a peanut butter banana sandwich the other day.
Oh, wait. Peanut butter and banana is good, but not with bacon.
Peanut butter, banana, and bacon.
No.
That's the Elvis sandwich.
Oh, I know.
It's delicious. I bet if I had ketchup and cheese and mayonnaise on it, it'd be even better.
BLT. I like BLTs.
BLT is a delicious sandwich. Very delicious. Someone that used to eat peanut butter and mustard.
No.
On a sandwich or just like mix them together and eat it by the spoonful?
That is disgusting. And yellow mustard or grape pecan?
I like peanut butter and I like mustard. So.
You know who loves peanut butter?
Kel loves orange soda.
No. Megan loves peanut butter.
Does she?
It's her favorite.
I didn't know that. River likes it.
Have you ever put fries on your hamburger?
Oh,
bun,
yeah.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or like chips.
I go to Pittsburgh a lot for work. Anyone from Pittsburgh? I know somebody
peanut
up there.
Peanut butter mustard sandwich. That sounds disgusting.
I say it wrong. Priamare something, and they just make cheeseburgers with french fries on it.
Oh, it comes like that.
Fried peanut butter and jelly is the bomb. I'm going to have to agree with you. I used to work at the state fair, the South Carolina State Fair. And
everything's fried there.
Yep. Fried Coca-Cola, fried Twinkies, fried Oreos, and they had fried peanut butter and jelly.
I'm confused, Ashley. What a fried peanut butter and jelly, is that like just regular peanut butter and jelly that you like make like a grilled cheese, like you fry it on both sides, or do you actually like bread it with something? It's like a donut. That's what I'm saying. Do you bread it with something and then dip it in the grease?
Like imagine a hot donut filled with peanut butter and jelly. That's
how do you make that at home is what I'm saying.
You don't. You get it at the fair.
How old are the two of you? That's a good question. I'm just saying that because I forgot the other day.
32.
32 and 31.
31.
I'll be 32 in the next
31.
months. Yeah, Chris's birthday is in February and mine's in October. We're 8 months apart, so I'll be 32 in October.
Yep.
Everyone says I look a lot older than Chris.
Oh,
though.
She says like grilled cheese.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. For sure, that's what I was thinking. And that sounds good too, because melted peanut butter And melted jelly on
I like my peanut butter and jelly to be cold and soggy.
Ew, no.
That's how I like it.
No, no, no. Oh,
Sushi.
Christine. October 19th is mine.
I like my peanut butter and jelly to be sitting in a cooler where it's gotten just a little soggy, just so like you can see the jelly through the top layer of bread, but it's not going to get on your fingers.
No, guys.
So
No,
good.
no. I don't even like peanut butter and jelly, so.
Now they make Uncrustables.
When I was in middle
delicious
school,
too.
my birthday's in February. It's February 7th.
That's my birthday.
Ew, no,
February.
Chris.
No.
October 10th. I know someone else whose birthday is October 10th, too. When I was in middle school, my sandwich of choice for my mom to make me for lunch was just jelly sandwich.
Ew, that's not even a sandwich. That's like a dessert.
And I ate it it was one of those things where I ate every single day that it was like, after a while, it like repulsed me. Like it was disgusting. And now I can't even think of it.
I ate breaded chicken sandwich from public school system every day with hot sauce. Texas Pete.
From Publix?
Sometimes breaded chicken sandwich.
From Publix?
Public school.
Oh, public school.
And it was like brown.
So
Like,
you
it was
bought
like,
your lunch.
Yeah. Every day.
I packed my
day.
lunch. Actually, in high school, I brought my lunch, but my mom didn't pack it. I had to pack it. So it's usually like a bunch of different snacks, which is how I eat now too. So
I'm like, what'd you have for lunch, Jen? Cheese and crackers. I'm like, that's not lunch. That is an appetizer that you eat while you wait for your fried peanut butter.
Not if you eat enough cheese and crackers, then it turns into lunch.
I'm gonna go to Burger King tomorrow and be like, I want a Whopper with no meat.
Yeah, cheese, ketchup, and mayo.
Lettuce or onion, just cheese.
But I wonder if it's different on a bun though than on a sandwich.
Well, sesame seed bun, you gotta fancy it up.
I don't know about all that.
I gotta get off of this. It's 40.
What do you have to do?
I don't know. It's Friday night.
But we have been on here for 42 minutes. And I'm sad because you guys are coming up with all these good questions. I live near Pittsburgh.
Do you know what I'm talking about then, Heather? The Primardi sandwich, those sandwiches.
You're thinking of poutine.
No, poutine is delicious though. She knows what I'm talking about. The Primardi Brothers original sandwich, like a cheeseburger with French fries. I'm gonna Google it for you.
Primardi?
I say it wrong. I know every time I say it, the cab drivers always.
Yeah, Christine says that's what she gets at McDonald's, a no-meat cheeseburger.
I'm sorry.
That's what she likes, the cheese and the ketchup and the mayo.
It's probably healthier from McDonald's if you hold the meat. These guys, Primanti Brothers. Wait for it. There it is. Primanti Brothers. Founded in 1933. Signature sandwiches.
That's just like a restaurant you found. That's not like an actual.
No, it's like a famous, like, Pittsburgh. Yeah, they are. What? Those are French fries.
Oh.
There it is. See the French fries? That's the sandwich I got. Honestly, I didn't really like it.
Actually, Natalie,
to be honest with you.
She says she has a son with a peanut allergy.
Oh.
So no peanut butter and jelly. I was thinking about that because I'm actually filming a video right now of lunch ideas for kids.
Oh, let me tell you.
And I was going to put a peanut butter and jelly in her thing, and then we have had no notice for her school not to do peanuts or peanut butter. So I'm wondering.
When I used to work at the office, they had sun butter, which was like sunflower seeds.
Mm-hmm. It's the same, or it's like tastes like peanut butter.
It doesn't really taste like peanut butter, but it's good.
Like the same consistency.
Yeah,
and when you mix it with jelly, it probably tastes similar.
It's adequate.
But what I'm saying is nobody said anything to me about not doing peanuts or peanut butter or anything like that. So I'm just not going to pack it until I find out.
That's nice of you.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble or Jane to get in trouble or get somebody sick.
She doesn't really like peanut butter all that much anyway. So.
She likes peanut butter and jelly. She likes Uncrustables.
Maybe we should make an Uncrustable sun butter sandwich.
They have Nutella, the Nutella Uncrustables.
Oh.
I don't know what's in them besides the Nutella.
Yeah. The sun butter, I didn't really like it at first, but then I started to eat them at work and they were free. And then I got disgusted about how people would their sun butter etiquette.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It just grossed me out. I don't like to share food. I'm not a food sharing person. And like people would.
I didn't know that.
Are you serious?
I know that you don't like sharing like straws in your drink.
Yeah,
You're
anything.
Like,
I don't mind with you and the kids and stuff.
No, you hate when the kids drink out of your drink.
Yeah, I do. And like think about.
You said you didn't mind.
I mean, I'm more lenient than just like other people.
Right.
Like when we go to
like if my brother
Mexican
took a sip of
restaurant,
this, would you take a sip of it after?
Probably not.
I would.
Like when the kids
What
go
about
to
Michael, your
Mexican
brother?
and they dip in the queso, like I
Yeah.
always get the first two and then I'm like, you
He's
guys.
done. I'm not picky about that.
I'm
at
not
all.
getting in that.
The only time I don't is if they significantly, like if they're eating Cheetos and they backwash Cheetos into my drink.
No, I'm not an only child. I've got a brother and a sister. But
That's what I was saying. If Michael drank something, would you drink after him?
no.
Or your mom or somebody?
No, because when the kids drink out of my drink, I can like see like the goldfish swimming
That's
in
what I
my
just said. If I can
gross.
see like the Cheeto dust in my drink, then I will get rid of it. But if not,
I like Cheetos too, though.
soy butter.
Soy butter.
Heather said it has French fries and coleslaw. Did you know it had coleslaw in it?
I don't remember. I remember I had 2 or 3 of them over at different periods of time, and every time I ate it, I thought this is not that good. But everybody in Pittsburgh loves them. I don't know.
Biscoff spread. That sounds good.
I like the
Biscoff
Biscoff cookies.
Me
Yeah.
too. I wonder if it tastes the same. It tastes best after a few drinks. I'm sure that's when Chris had one.
What? The,
After a few drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the French
I
fries
drank
and
the
coleslaw.
icy light. Icy. That's the Pittsburgh beer, and I like
Ew,
that.
that doesn't sound
was
good,
good.
at all. It sounds like Natty Light or something.
I can't remember what Iron City. That's what it stood for.
Oh.
Iron City. Icy. I like those. Okay, Friday.
Yep.
I just started this new show, The Americans. I just want to go.
Trying to get off.
I want to go binge watch it.
Oh, that's weird. Is that what you started last night?
Yeah, I haven't slept. Last night I watched. It was like 10:30 late. We had a big.
You were on kid duty last night.
Yeah.
Unintentionally.
And I started watching one, the first one, and it was really good. I was like, oh, it's late. I'll watch one more. And then I watched
That's
one
how it
more,
always happens.
and it was like 1:30, and I was like, what am I doing? So then I was like, I gotta get to bed. So I closed my eyes, and then every hour for the next 4 hours, one of the kids was crying. So I had to go take care of it.
And
I was like, I'll
thing
just go do
is-
it. I'm up.
Yeah, normally, the weird thing is normally, because I always hear the kids get up.
Yeah, I don't
But I
usually
think
hear
I
it.
was in such a deep sleep. I heard, it was one of those things where you hear it, but you don't do anything. You just lay there.
You were just like.
One of the
"He'll
times I
he'll
rolled
get it."
over and told you to get up.
Yeah, I do remember
But that was because I didn't know you had originally got up with you before.
Yeah. I ate like,
And you got lucky because 2 of them woke up at the same exact time, which is very weird.
yeah. Every time I woke up to take on the kids, I ate a chocolate donut. Were there any donuts?
No, you
like this?
did not.
Yeah, I have no willpower. I was like, I'm up.
The mini donuts, guys.
Yeah, the little ones.
That's
I
funny.
was like, might as well have breakfast. 4 in the morning.
That's terrible.
I know. I'm not proud. I enjoyed it though.
And if you're wondering,
I'll
our
do it
kids
again.
Our
I'd do it
kids don't
again.
ever wake up in the middle of the night. Well, I say don't
Mm.
ever, but they rarely wake up in the middle of the night.
Ooh, the Greatest Showman. Whoa!
Did you like it, Ashley? We love it. And I feel like people are wishy-washy about it. Like you either really like it or you don't get it at all. My
No.
brother did not get it at all. He has to give it another try. What's that noise?
It's River under the table.
Oh, sorry, that scared me. Ever since Nancy told us
Yeah,
to look behind
Nancy.
me.
The heck, Nancy.
And someone in the comments today was like, "Why don't you guys have any blinds?"
Yeah.
So now I'm
Said
like worried that
something.
someone's gonna be looking in
Somebody
their
pokes
window.
their head up back there.
We do have blinds there, actually. We never put them down.
They're round on live stream.
Natalie loves the gray show. Yeah, we have proof of it.
Whoa!
You guys call 911. Oh, she liked it. It's a movie.
Oh, it's a movie.
You
The
should
Wolverine
definitely
plays P.T. Barnum in the rise of the Barnum Circus.
see it.
It's inspirational. You should watch it.
Yeah, I thought my kids would like it, but my kids, they're like obsessed.
Big fans.
They have songs that they like. Obviously, you guys know Jackson loves Star Wars, and You know, the kids, Jane loves her princess music and stuff, but the kids know, I would say, pretty much every single word of every single song on the soundtrack. Don't you think? Like, we listen to the soundtrack. No, the kids.
Yeah.
The soundtrack of Greatest
Even
Showman.
Piper sings it.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't think of very many songs that she could sing. Like,
but like when you think,
like she knows that. But
when you think of like a normal like soundtrack of a movie, it's like sometimes you skip some of the songs because they're not.
Most soundtracks.
There's like, you skip that one. There's like one or two that are really good. The kids literally are obsessed with every single song. Yeah. But we listen to the entire soundtrack. They have their favorites, but yeah. So we love it. And the kids dance and sing. And... Yep. But all right, guys, we've got to go. This has been a long. Next time, maybe we won't do a Friday night, and maybe we wait a little bit longer to get on because you guys have popped on here after we've been on for a while. Now we have to go. But thanks for joining us. We will let you guys know a little bit earlier next time. We were going to go to the pool today, and then we decided to do this instead, so it was kind of last minute decision. Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm trying to read. It's hard to read and do it at the same time. Yeah. You'd think it'd be easy, but then you have to process.
Phantom of the Opera when she was 3. That's
Ooh,
cute.
I saw Phantom of the Opera on Broadway.
Need to go.
It was great. Bye. Big fan. Big fan of the Phantom and his opera. Big fan. Big fan here. Big fan.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us.
All right. See you next time.
Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Bye.